it's really important that you actually get quite specific with, hey everyone, my name is Chase Chappell, and we're going to be covering the TikTok ad updates and changes and what you need to be doing to make sure that you're successful on the platform. So, first things first, TikTok now has CBO campaigns, which, if you're familiar with Facebook ads, then it's essentially campaign budget optimization, meaning that you wouldn't set your ad budget on the ad set level, you would actually put it on the campaign level. This allows the actual campaign to decide whether or not it wants to spend the budget in a specific audience depending on the results. So, if you're getting really good results in audience A, but not so good in audience B, well, the campaign budget optimization is going to move that budget out of audience B and put it into A since it's working, ultimately resulting in more conversions for your actual ads, which is great because your ad spend gets more efficient. Now, another thing is the lowest cost per conversion. Now, this is huge because used to you would have to stick to cost cap, but now finally they're rolling out the lowest cost conversion, meaning you can optimize for getting the lowest cost per purchase that you would like or the lowest cost per action. This is really great because now you're not capped to how much you can spend. And if it's actually working, it's going to be a lot more scalable for you, which in the long run makes a lot more sense as a conversion objective, especially when you're getting started and if you're wanting to maintain a very low cost over time. The next thing is your campaign data. This is probably one of the most important things here because with campaign data, what you're going to be able to see is a lot more detailed information about your audiences, the actual age of these individuals. You can see exactly what age line is getting the most results. Now, with a platform like TikTok, because there's so many people on here and there's so many different ages and there's so many different things going on and it's so new, it's really important that you actually get quite specific with who you're going to be targeting. So if you find out that 18 and below has no purchases but you spend a couple $100, well, you probably don't want to be going after that age range anymore if you're getting conversions 18 plus at $10 per purchase. So therefore, you want to look at your age data, you want to look at the gender data, because algorithm on TikTok hasn't yet fully optimized or it doesn't fully understand how to get the best result for you, and because human behavior, naturally people aren't used to purchasing on TikTok yet, and their overall servers just aren't as fast as loading a site, just like Facebook and Instagram have been. So you want to be able to get really specific in knowing who your audience is and going after those individuals. That leads to being able to look at information like Wi-Fi, seeing how many people purchase on Wi-Fi versus not. You would probably be amazed at how many people actually use their Wi-Fi to purchase. And it only makes sense because if they're not home, the purchase decision is probably going to go down because they might be in the car, they might be on the road, they might be, traveling or with their friends, and they're not really in a buyer situation where they're thinking about making a purchase. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't show your ads during those times, because you can show an ad then and then retarget later on to get the conversion when they are home. So those are some of the things to consider, especially when you have this data. You want to look through it and find out which metrics make the most sense to pay attention to, and then adjust your audiences and see how that reflects in your results. The final thing is being able to look at your ad group data and finding out which interests actually work. So let's say you launch an audience that's entirely open, it's broad, it has no specific age range, no specific interest selected. Well, you can actually go in there and see which interests that TikTok's showing it to and which behaviors people follow. They might, really be engaging with news and entertainment type TikToks, and they're categorized as so. And you can actually see which ones are getting conversions. So that way you can actually end up just choosing the interest based off what you're learning from there with your conversions, which gives you much more robust data and gives you a better picture of what's actually working, since you are so limited to only a certain number of interest, behaviors, and types of creators that people follow. The other thing is actually making TikToks, not ads. When you're going after a cold audience, you want the TikTok ad to blend in with the feed. That essentially means that you want it to feel more organic than you do as an ad. Now, that might sound counterintuitive because you want people to purchase, but the TikTok community really likes TikToks, and ads are just something they're not, actually used to yet. So it's really important that you actually have TikToks that run perfectly in parallel with your campaigns and can get conversions. And this type of audience is more authentic and they like the genuineness, and it fits in with the actual feed. The second thing is with your retargeting, you can go for more ad-like creative, meaning you can create a carousel with white background, single image with the actual product front and center, and then have a swiping card where it shows your products. This is really great for retargeting the people who've seen your actual TikToks. So if you're posting organically and you want to do retargeting, that is a great method to do so. Or if you're actually running the ads, you can retarget those individuals as well as the people who've clicked through onto your site. Overall, these updates are really impactful because it's really changing the way TikTok is working and allowing, advertisers to really come in and see it as a valuable source. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. It does mean a lot. And please like this video if you want to see more. Thank you so much.